this is Bibhor. Welcome back to my channel. This year I decided to pick up one of my old hobbies, which is maintaining a bullet journal. Maintaining a journal for months sounds like a big commitment, especially for those people who stay busy most of the time. But one of my New Year's resolutions was to focus on my mental health. And people who are close to me, they know very well that I am a big overthinker. Back in my school days, I used to maintain a personal diary and a journal where I used to write down my thoughts or my worries, details of how my entire day went. And in those days, I didn't realize how much it helped me. So this year, I finally started to write down my thoughts again, track my habits, and rate my day in pixels. Everything in an artsy and Pinteresty way. This channel is finally gonna live up to its name. For my year in pixel spreads, the first spread I decided to do on my days, more likely rating my day. Well, it's basically a mood tracker, but I'm gonna do it in my way. I'm gonna track my mood and rate my day combinedly. And here I had an oopsie moment. But no worries, we're gonna fix it later. I don't know why I decided to draw this banner kind of thing because it looked so bad once I was done with the spread. For the pixel, I wrote down the names of the months. Well, actually the first letter. And then I'm gonna put the dates from day 1 to day 31. Now it's time to make the boxes. The thing I like about year in pixel spreads is at the end of a year, the spreads look so satisfying. The pixels will give you an overview of how your entire year was. Instead of tracking your mood separately for each month, you can view it overall for an entire year. And I think this is better than the monthly mood trackers, as you get the entire data in one page. At this point, I started hating the color palette I chose for this page because it was giving Y2K vibes, and honestly I didn't like it. It looked very amateur. I know I could use another page and redo it, but I didn't want to do it because it was one of the first entries of this journal, and I thought, you don't have to be a perfectionist every time. I mean, it's fine if you can be, but it's also fine to make mistakes and learn from them. And I learned that I'm never gonna use pink and black for a page's theme. For this page's doodle, I decided to make a matcha cappuccino type of thing. I saw it on Pinterest and I really liked the idea, so decided to recreate it. And for the pixels, I decided to keep 5 colors for 5 reading skills. I decided to do it combinedly because I get mood swings a lot. I mean, it's not even a mood swing, it should be called a mood roller coaster. So it's kind of impossible for me to explain my mood for an entire day using just one color or one emoji. So I decided to use magenta pink for a very good day, pink for a good day, and light peach tone for an average day. I don't know if it's peach or not. I just felt like it's peach. So don't mind me. For bad and worse days, I decided to use the color ash and darker ash. Next spread is gonna be a dream log. Honestly, I am fascinated by my dreaming ability. Every night before going to bed, I feel very excited thinking about what are my dreams gonna be in the next couple of hours. What will my subconscious mind show me tonight? I barely get nightmares. It's mostly weird or surreal kind of dreams I get. And I love to share my dreams with my friends because whenever I share a weird dream with them, their reaction, I find it quite funny. Sometimes I remember my dream vividly. It feels like instead of remembering only 5 or 10% of the dream I saw throughout the night, I can remember it entirely, or like at least 90%. But it feels so frustrating when I try to remember a dream, and the more I try to remember it, the more it feels like I am forgetting it, like sand slipping through your fingers. For this spread, I decided to choose my favorite color, a purple theme. For the doodle, I decided to make it dreamy, representing my dreams, drawing a castle floating on some clouds. And for the pixels, I decided to make 5 scales. One is for my incredible dreams. I don't get these much, but if I get ones, I'm gonna use that color in my pixel spread. Rest of the pixels will help me to track whether I remember my dream or not. If I feel like I fully remember my dream, or at least 90% or more, I'm gonna use a pink purplish shade. If I feel like I remember some bits and pieces of my dream, then I'm gonna use another pink plus purple shade from the same spectrum. These two colors might look similar, but once I'm gonna use them, the difference will be visible. And finally, I am done with this page. I absolutely love how the castle turned out. I also added some detailing to my heading and the castle doodle so that the end result looks even dreamier. This page is gonna be my reading tracker. I try to read at least 10 pages a day. Sometimes the number passes 15 or 20, depending on which book I am reading. At first, I was a bit confused about the color theme. I just randomly started using the lime green color. I'm not a big fan of green, but these days I feel like I am in love with mint green, or as some people say, sage color, and sometimes this lime kind of green. If you know the exact name of this color, let me know. But I don't know the exact name, so I'm just gonna use the word lime. Personally, I feel like it looks very soothing to the eyes, and when I did some outlining with a darker green and my black gel pen, the heading looked really beautiful, at least to me. For the doodle, obviously I'm gonna do something related to books, so I decided to draw a bookshelf. Not those big ones, something similar to I have in my room. I guess these are called hanging shelves. To make it look a bit extra, I drew a house plant along with the books, though I don't have any house plant in my room currently because I tend to kill them. As for the pixel colors, I chose the yellow one to represent 0 pages. The next 3 colors are for 1 to 10 pages, 11 to 20 pages, and 20 plus pages respectively. Then I thought of adding another color for the pixel, which was definitely a bad idea, but I did it anyways. As I had already added it, there was no going back, and I'll have to live with it for the rest of this year. I really love adding some details and outlining the doodles. Feels like they're giving up a comic book vibe. Also very satisfying at the same time. The last theme of my Year in Pixel spreads is going to be my traveling tracker. While editing this video, I feel like there was no need to add this. I could have simply done a health log as the last pixel of my Year in Pixel spreads. Because I don't travel much, probably 2022 was the only year in my entire life when I went on vacations for more than 3 times in a single year. Well, to be very honest, I was kind of running out of ideas for my Year in Pixel spreads. I know people add habit trackers, anxiety log, health log, and yada yada yada. But when I was doing the pixels, I felt like the anxiety log and the health log won't be much of an use. And even if I don't travel much this year, I can always compare it with my upcoming years. In 2023, my entire year felt like I had zero vacations. Although the year had started with an international trip, I didn't go anywhere else in that entire year. So this year I want to travel as much as I can. Hopefully next year in January I can say to myself that I really had good traveling experience in 2024. And finally, I'm done. It took me a long time to edit this video. If you're still watching this, then thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.